your roof. It's the most important protection against nature for your home or your business. That's why I trust the experts at Exterior Home Solutions. On this Monday, as Texas A&M week gets started, Brent Hubbs, Eric Kane for the Volquest.com 2-minute drill presented by our good friends at Exterior Home Solutions. We thank them for their continued support of Volquest, and this is all about line of scrimmage. It's a line of scrimmage league. We hear it from every coach every week, Eric. But this matchup, when you look at it, it is a lot about the line of scrimmage.
It really is. And you kind of, you look at we'll have it on first glance later tonight, but you look at the numbers defensively for Texas A&M. It's a stout group up front in that front seven. We know about Tennessee, the sack numbers, the TFLs. So a lot of the hype this week, and it's already started here on Monday, it's about defensive line, front seven, front seven. From Tennessee's perspective, it's like, hey, we're just worried about us, worried about the opposing offense. But that is going to be a theme of the week because both defenses come into the game looking pretty stout.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, this is a Texas A&M team that is top 10 nationally in rush defense. Tennessee likes to run the football. Can Tennessee run the football against A&M's defensive front is a huge matchup in this game. And then on the flip side, can Tennessee get to Max Johnson and get him uncomfortable the way Alabama did, particularly in the second half Saturday?
I think, to your first point, running the football is always key. I mean, you look at Florida, and that's what gives you pause about this week a little bit. It's like, well, you couldn't run on the road in Florida. This is going to be a much better defense. But, Tennessee's shown the ability in every other game to run the football. It's going to be critical in this one. Getting to Max Johnson, I mean, what a luxury to have if you're Jimbo Fisher, Bobby Petrino, a guy that started games in this league before, just sitting back, ready to come in. He's done a good job since Connor Wagman's gone down. Of course, he did not win the starting job. I kind of gave it to the freshman last year, but he's going to be doing his part. He's looked okay so far, so you've got to put pressure on him, try to bring him home, keep up what you were doing against Spencer Rattler, who was much more mobile in the South Carolina game, and try to find some success that way.
Yeah, and Johnson's been on road environment, so we'll see how he handles that. Texas A&M's defensive coordinator, DJ Durkin, was Ole Miss's defensive coordinator when Ole Miss came here 2 years ago to play against Josh Heupel's offense. So there's plenty of familiarity there. However, there is some unknown with Tennessee's offense when you talk about the loss of Brew McCoy and how that changes Tennessee. Yeah, they're going to play more receivers, but where else do things get involved? Is this Jacob Warren having a bigger role? Going to be interesting to see what some of the twists and spins on Tennessee's offense is from Josh Heupel after having a week to figure it out.
Yeah, and I'm sure they were, repping this last Monday all the way through last week, and then certainly this week. A lot of questions were asked to Josh Heupel, to Jacob Warren, who spoke with the media today, about, kind of who picks up the slack. Is it going to be a combination of Caleb Webb, Chaz Nimrod, Dante Thornton? Josh Heupel wouldn't say that Dante Thornton's going to be ready to go, but he anticipates him being ready to go, and he made sure to say, hey, Dante Thornton's going to be in that running as well to kind of pick up the slack. Jacob Warren said, hey, we feel good the way we played this season. The ball is kind of finding us, and we've kind of proven that, yeah, he and McCallum Castles can be a part of the passing game. And so I think it's going to be a little bit of all the above, and we won't truly know until they get out there and we see it for ourselves. Like, we didn't truly know that Ramel Keaton was the guy last year until we went out there and never came off the field. So a lot to look forward to, but that's obviously some big shoes to fill, not only receiving the football, but blocking out on the perimeter.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And again, A&M played a lot of man coverage against Alabama on Saturday, which could mean a lot of opportunities for Tennessee on the perimeter, vertically down the field. Can they finally get that connection, which has been so elusive for Tennessee through the first part of this season? We got plenty of coverage of Tennessee and Texas A&M just getting you started on this Monday for this big game coming up on Saturday. We'll have more of that throughout the week here at Volquest.com, but that's going to do it for this edition of the Exterior Home Solutions 2-Minute Drill.